So we went on a trip to Italy, and because we couldn't decide which cameras to take, we decided to just take all of our cameras. And the one we're filming on too. We took the Yashica Mat, which is my medium format film camera. We took our Fuji X-T3 with the 35mm f2. We took our Nikon FE with the 50mm, I think it's f1.8. And we took our Fuji X-T30 with the 18 to 55mm.
That's a lot.
So yeah, that's what we took. So this trip was actually a birthday present that Christina got me. I had no idea we were going until like, what, a few days before?
Yeah, like a week before or something.
Like a week before. So because it was my birthday, I didn't want to worry about filming everything this entire trip. So it's a little bit more casual.
I would say more scattered. And also, it was a 30th birthday. Just putting that out there.
Getting old. So when we got there, we rented ourselves a car, and the first place we wanted to go and see for a sunset was a little place called Cefalù. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. I don't know.
Cefalù? Hopefully. I literally knew nothing about Sicily, to be honest, so the landscape really surprised me. It's very dramatic, and I try to capture it in this shot because there's literally just amazing mountain faces behind all these little houses, and I thought it made for a cool photo of the area. I actually really like these photos of the mountain faces too, and I also converted them to black and white, which I think just works really well.
So luckily someone had parked their little old Fiat 500 along the side of the road in a great spot, and when we spied it we just knew we had to get some photos of it. We were really hoping to get a photo of these little iconic Italian cars while in Italy, so I think these photos really tick the box for that. We continued on the journey to Cefalù, and the views along the way were amazing. They were so dramatic, and it made it really difficult not pulling over every 2 seconds to try and get a photo. We did get there just at sunset, probably a little later than we wanted to, but we did manage to get a few photos before the sun completely disappeared.
So the next morning we got up super early, it was pitch black, because we wanted to go on quite a long drive to a place called Arice or Arice, one of the two. Anyway, it's a real old historic town which literally sits right at the top of this mountain, and it also kind of has a fort like built around the top of it, which is pretty cool. And from what we'd seen, it just looked pretty epic, so we thought we would check it out and hopefully get some photos too.
Pretty windy up here, so I hope you can hear me okay, and also don't mind my very messy hair. What a drive it was up here. I actually don't know how high we are, but pretty high. I feel like I could see a plane just like driving, flying. It's crazy views, but it's very cool. This place is called Erice, I think. Could be getting that totally wrong, but I think that is how you pronounce it. Yeah, it's a little village or town here in the centre of Sicily, or to the left of Sicily. So we've got ourselves a little coffee, we're all fed, so we're just going to wander around here and see if we can get any photos on any of the cameras that we have. We have 4 cameras on the go at the moment, so yeah, we'll try and get some on any of them. And yeah, let's just go around and see what we can get. There's a storm coming!
Just tried to get a shot of this tree behind me, which looks like we're literally above the clouds here with this railing going the whole way around. And to be fair, we're kind of level with the clouds. We're ridiculously high, like Christina said. I think that one will work. I took 2 exposures of it, trying to almost overexpose the background. I shot one at f8 and one at f11, try and get a little bit of depth of field too. And also shot one on the path above us with the really wonky lamp, which just adds something to it, doesn't it?
Character.
Just a bit of character to it. One lamp just kind of broke, and the castle in the background. We're just going to wander around the street, see if we can get some more. Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's how it's going. The lighting for the last photo I took of the church on the Yashica wasn't the greatest, so I tried a black and white conversion again, which I think just works a lot better. After that, we went around to another viewpoint, which was just pretty insane. I took a photo of the landscape on the Yashica, and then we took a couple of photos of me and Christina, just for the memories. One on 35mm with the Nikon, and one on 120 film with the Yashica.
We do try and make it a habit that when we go on a trip, we try and take a couple photo at least somewhere along the trip, just for memories, and they're also very good to look back on. Wait, that's what a memory is.
It is. You get the idea.
So on our final day in Sicily, we headed to the city of Palermo to do some exploring and see what it was all about.
And we were lucky enough to get a pretty epic sunset as well, which is always nice.
And a giant full moon.
Yeah, and the full moon.
So that was pretty much it for our time in Sicily. And we also didn't film this part, but we did try the famous Sicilian dessert dish, cannoli. And it was pretty good.
It definitely gets a thumbs up from us. Good stuff. So yeah, like I said at the start, I had no idea what Sicily was like. Like I said, Christina booked her trip to Italy and just sort of picked a couple of places. But it definitely surprised me. I had no idea that it was going to be as dramatic looking as it was. There was literally mountains everywhere, and it just real dramatic mountain faces. And the way the clouds and all are there, it looks even more dramatic. I think that there's something about it. I would definitely love to go back, like on a photography specific trip, because there was a lot of spots. I think if I had been able to spend a whole day there, I could have got a lot of photos.
For this trip, it was more about finding the balance between enjoying ourselves and just relaxing and having a good time and having a good birthday trip, but also not missing out on any good photo opportunities that we saw, and there was a lot. So yeah, it was trying to find that balance, because we did drink beer and eat pizza and do all of that good stuff. So it was a good trip.
I think we did all right.
Yeah.
When it comes to our favorite photos, I think we're pretty similar on this one. I think it has to be one of the Fiat 500, because that is like Christina said, what I had in mind before I left. It didn't have to be a Fiat 500. Like it could have even been a Ferrari or something, but something old, like an old Ferrari or something, old Italian car. But that type of scene or something similar was sort of what I had envisioned getting. It could have been a better photo. I really liked that one. It like as a favorite photo from a trip, it could have been better possibly. But because we were kind of keeping it casual and stuff, I'm pretty happy with that one from Sicily. And yeah, just a cool one to have. And I think it's probably worthy to be printed too. Worthy to be printed. Worthy of a print.
Yeah, I think that's
worthy to be a print.
Yeah.
I think. What would yours?
Definitely the Fiat kind of stands out for me as well.
Oh yeah, which one?
Yeah, the one for me is the one of the two Fiats together, so the red one in it as well.
Yeah, I think mine's might be the one with the 30. I took on the Nikon 35mm film one, which is this exact same photo, exact same position, just on film. I don't know. I really like how it looks. The digital one's cool too, but I don't know that scene.
I do like that one as well from the film camera. But for me, it's kind of the moment that I go back to when I look at that photo, because we're taking this photo of this really cute Fiat, and then all of a sudden this other one drives past and it's bright red, and it just was a moment of like, oh my goodness, this is so cute, and we just had to capture it. So yeah.
I got one shot of it.
Yeah, you had one opportunity and that was it.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. As we always like to know in these videos, let us know which photo was your favorite from this one. And this is only part 2 of our Italy trip.
No, this is part 1.
This is part 1.
There is a part 2.
A 2-part little series of our Italy trip. Part 2 is Lake Como, which was also pretty epic indeed, and that will be coming. I think the next video will be it. Well, that's the plan anyway. It should be. So stay tuned for that one. If you enjoyed this one, maybe give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you want to see more. And is there anything else I must say? Join the Discord if you haven't.
Yes.
The link is in the description below. I think that's it.
I think that's it.
As we always say, take it easy.
Don't be a stranger.
Laters.